When I'm at cemeteries, I like to visit the headstones and look at the people who are buried there and see what their lives were like. So, right now, I'm at the Mount Pleasant Cemetery in Edmonton. We're going to visit a few graves and we're going to explore the lives of the people who are buried there. Fred Peel's story begins on October 19, 1958, when he was born in London, Ontario. Born that same day was his twin Clara, but she sadly only lived for less than a year before her death in 1859. A brother Paul was born in 1860. He went on to become one of Canada's greatest artists and one of the first Canadian artists to receive international recognition in his lifetime. His work has been displayed across Canada and the world, and he helped lead the Impressionist movement in Canada. His self-portrait is on display at the National Gallery of Canada. His painting After the Bath is one of his most famous, and The Little Shepherdess, painted in 1892, is on display at the Art Gallery of Ontario. Another brother, named Frank, was born on November 17, 1862, but he died soon after. Two more sisters were born to the family, Clara Louisa and Esther, in 1862 and 1865. Sadly, Esther died that same year. Fred's famous brother Paul died on October 3, 1892, from a lung infection. Fred's older brother John, born in 1852, died in the mid-1890s, and by 1901, Fred was living in London, Ontario. 2 years later, Fred's older sister Frances, born in 1856, died. His father died the next year. At some point after that year, Fred moved to Edmonton, where he would spend the rest of his life. Fred's mother passed away in 1920. In Edmonton, Fred was known for his love of attending various events. On February 24, 1932, he was a guest at the Troubadour Club dance at the Rainbow Room. He attended that same dance 1 year later, on May 23, 1933. On April 29, 1933, he attended a dance at the Strathcona High School. Soon after, he celebrated his son, Fred Peel Jr., passing his examinations to become a watchmaker. Finally, Fred passed away on April 27, 1937, at the family home in Edmonton. At the time, he had a wife, 2 sons, and a daughter. His funeral was held on April 30th and presided over by Reverend Dr. George A. MacDonald. The Edmonton Journal reported that there was an exceptionally large number of beautiful floral tributes received.